Mr. Birkin presents Place Value Part 4, Rounding Decimals. And this is Common Core Standard 5 NBT.4. So let's take a look, first of all, at what is the standard. The standard says, use place value understanding to round decimals to any place. So let's see how we do that. So let me make the screen bigger here. All right, so here we go. So I've got my place value chart here, and let's just give a number. Let's say 17.961. Okay, so a lot of times what you'll hear is round to the nearest whole number. Nearest whole number. And what do they mean by that? Okay, they mean the ones place. Okay, the nearest whole number. A whole number is a number that has no fractions, no decimals. Okay, so it's not a mixed number. A mixed number is a number with either fractions or decimals. The whole number place would be right here. Okay, so we'd be looking at the 7. And then, of course, when we're rounding, we go to the next one over, and that lets us know. And what's our rule? 5 or more, we round up. 4 or less, we round down to the same number. So if I were rounding this to the nearest whole number, that would be 1. 7 rounds, we'll take a look. 9. 9 means it rounds up, so 18 would be 17 and 961 thousandths rounded to the nearest whole number. All right, let's try another one here. What if I do, again, 17 and 961 thousandths, but now they want it rounded to the nearest tenth. So again, I got to think place value. Okay, well, here's my tenths place, right? You look at the tenths place, look at the next space over. It's a 6. If it's a 6, what do? I round up. So my 17 stays the same. That does not move. But I'm rounding to the tenths place, right? So my 9 would round up, to a what? To a 10. Now, can we have a 10 in one place? No. So we're going to put a 0 here, and we actually will change our ones place. It'll carry over up there. All right. So that's rounding to decimal places, and you can do it with any number. We've been doing lots of rounding. Okay, if you've got 976 and you're going to round that to the nearest 100, here's your hundreds place. Look over. Rounding up. So that goes to the nearest 100, which would bring it up to 1000, which is really 1000. All right, so that's just basic rounding. But when you add a decimal point, 82 and 1700ths. Okay, if I want to round this to the nearest whole number, and often that's what you'll hear, the nearest whole number, I'm going to round it right there. So here's my nearest whole number, the first number that is not a number with a decimal or with a fraction, but is just the ones place. So the 2, I look at the next place, it's a 1. If it's 4 or less, it stays the same, right? So this number, 82 and 1700ths, rounded to the nearest whole number would be 82. That's it. All right, and one more example. So, money. With money, like $17.32, okay, you got to figure out what are they asking me to round to. To the nearest dollar, that's right there, the ones place, right? This is dollars. This is cents. To the nearest dime. That's your tenths place. To the nearest penny. That's your ones place. Okay? Often with money, they'll ask you to round to the nearest dollar. So for this one, you'd look at the 7. You'd look at the next place, that's a 3. 4 or less, it stays the same. So $17.32 would round to $17. Okay, and you could do 17.00. That would work out fine also. All right, so that's rounding with decimals. Not much different from rounding with any number at all.